Okay. This game is very loud. Hey, what is up, guys? We are playing a little bit of the Invincible today. For some reason, it's not displaying. There we go. Survival-based game. Should be fun. We are stranded.
Send Hopper closer to the camp. Find a place to land. I need to get back to Dragonfly as soon as possible. Go to the infirmary and do a full set of tests on myself.
Oh. Come on. So we are stranded on an island somewhere, or on a planet. We do not know how we got where we were. All we know is we have limited oxygen supply and we need to get back to base.
I remember you. Regis' third satellite.
Astrogator, sir. Crew?
Dr. Gorski, right on time. Any updates?
We have a set of data from the near-surface probe.
Great. How's the activity?
0, 0, and 2.
So, less than nothing. Atmosphere?
Nitrogen, 78%. Argon, 2%. Carbon dioxide, 0. Methane, 4%. The rest is oxygen.
Wait, that's 16%. With oxygen concentration as such, there should be life. At least some microbes, and yet we have detected no traces.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. Let's finish with the probe readings first. Air radioactivity?
Virtually 0.
The word of paradise. No radioactivity, no endospores, no bacteria, no mold, no viruses, nothing.
Just the oxygen. If there are no living organisms on the continent, there shouldn't be this much of it.
What if life develops on some other continents here?
No, I doubt it. Insulation outside the equatorial zone is weak. You don't see how thick the polar ice caps were, Doctor. I can guarantee a minimum of 5 miles of ice sheet, potentially 6.
That's true. There's more chance of something in the ocean. Some seaweed, life migrate to the land.
Could be because of hard radiation.
I don't think so. According to the probe readings, the ground activity is exceptionally low for this part of the galaxy.
I wonder if some special kind of drought-intolerant evolution occurred here. That would at least explain some of the abnormalities.
Should you be smoking in
We'll
here?
have to take a look under the water.
We're in a
First, it'd be good
spacecraft.
to know what time frame we're working with. Marit, do you have the geological analysis?
It's a bit too early for mature conclusions, but this planet looks old to me. Such a fossilized egg must be at least 6 billion years old.
What happened?
Besides, the sun's seen better days too. It's almost a red dwarf.
Any rare resources, forms, creatures?
We can't expect such detailed data, sir. Not from this distance.
Yes, we would have to explore the surface.
Astrogator, what exactly are we looking for?
The value of this planet. For now it may seem like the pinnacle of nonsense, but I assure you that Regis 3 is not without worth.
With all due respect, Astrogator, I have the impression you're not telling us everything.
As always, Dr. Koval, your instincts are correct. Please forgive my reticence. My goal was to maintain unimpeded research neutrality. There is indeed a very important factor of interest in this planet. The Alliance.
The Alliance?
The Alliance?
Correct.
What do they have to do with it?
Well, they've sent their most powerful unit here.
But to our best knowledge, Condor's traversing a distant quadrant.
Well, I'm not talking about the Condor.
So, the Invincible.
Good guess, Doctor. A steel behemoth with the power to produce billions of kilowatts in a split second, converting it into energy fields that no material body can penetrate, concentrating it into destructive rays as hot as stars that can reduce a mountain range to dust or evaporate an ocean, together with its crew of almost 100 men, professionals that are neither better nor worse than us.
Well, I dare to say we're better trained, Astrogator. They are, however, unquestionable masters of propaganda.
I know that some accomplishments they brag about are very much far-fetched, but the capabilities of the Invincible are not subject to doubt. And we as the scientific body should sever ourselves from the emotional and symbolic facade. In other words, we cannot ignore facts just because we don't like them, Mr. Koval.
All right, but where do we stand in all this, together with our, may I say, not quite as numerous staff?
Despite our modest forces, we still have a chance to gain a critical advantage over the Alliance, while avoiding confrontation.
Okay, and how would we do that?
Simple. We leave this planet before the Invincible arrives here.
Which is when, exactly?
Well, they're still far away.
Astrogator, please, how much time do we have to conduct safe research?
13 days.
There's no time to lose, then.
I appreciate your eagerness, Koval. Dr. Krauter, do we need full gear?
Definitely. Also, I caution you against taking off your helmets for a prolonged duration. This amount of methane is not neutral. Breathing the local atmosphere will lead to saturation drop, and you may start showing symptoms of mild brain damage.
Oh.
Stupefied. But don't worry, not before an hour or even a couple of hours.
I see. Dr. Gorski, will you program Artie to collect samples?
Of course.
Marrett, Krauter, please prepare for the surface. Koval, you too. You're leaving early in the morning.
And what about me?
You're staying on board, Doctor.
But Astrogator!
This is not up for debate. I need you here. As you well know, there's not much work to do for a biologist on Regis 3, if any.
Okay. So how do I end up on Regis 3?
Well, if I was ordered to stay, what the hell am I doing here?
That's what we're wondering. We have no idea why you're here. We have to figure that out. Oh, we're picking up something.
Not everyone's in the field.
It's up here.
This is Dr. Yasna reporting. Do you copy?
There we go. We got a
I'm
base.
entering the campgrounds. Is anyone out there? Oh, it's just an Androbot. Androbot. Androbot, guide me to the nearest crew member. Androbot, guide to people. Androbot, locate human. Damn! I'm reporting a robot malfunction. No response to voice commands. Cause unknown. Oh, maybe if I... RT, default position. I don't know what's wrong with you, buddy, but you clearly don't want to cooperate.
Okay. Can I... Okay.
Hello? Anyone here? Marit! It's Yasna! I came for you!
There's nothing in here. Wait, I came from here, right? Okay, let's go in here. Why? Oh. Okay. Wait, now I'm just going out. Okay, so let's go in this one. Just see. Oh, there's a person. Nice. Hello.
Oh, Dr. Crowther. Didn't you hear me earlier? Doctor. Is everything all right? Doctor, please, look at me. I report that I've located Dr. Crowther. He's in bad shape. I'm gonna examine him now.
Close his fucking helmet. He needs oxygen.
Excuse me.
Yasna, can you hear me?
Astrogator,
Finally. I've been listening to you for 2 hours now.
my receiver is dead.
No need to explain yourself, Doctor. I know everything. The transmitter was still working, so I heard your reports. Glad you didn't lose your head.
Wait, please, I need to reconnect. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Copy, Doctor. Loud and clear, but to the point. As I understand it, there's only Dr. Crowther at the camp, and he's not well. What happened to him?
I was just about to examine him. Dr. Crowther, please don't be startled. I need to take your hand. Temperature normal. Pulse 2. O2 saturation is fine. There's nothing physically wrong with the doctor. His pupils respond properly. Look at my finger. No delay in reactions.
Yet no response to verbal communication.
None.
Conclusions, Doctor? Do you have any idea what's wrong with him?
Both mental illness and serious bodily injury could contribute to this condition. However, he wasn't suffering from any disorders. There's nothing wrong with him physically. Epileptic seizure and chronic diseases can also be ruled out.
So what? He's just fine?
On the contrary, something is very wrong with him and I can't figure out what. Which is even more worrying.
I'll prepare the infirmary. But first things first, Lander. We need to get you all on board. Everyone, not just Dr. Crowther.
Couldn't we just evacuate him right away?
If it were that easy, I would have sent the hopper long ago. Please look for the mission log. It should include crucial data about the crew's activities. We have 3 more people to find, and you still need to designate a place for the landing.
Okay. So, the log. Find the log. That's it.
It's not a mission log, but it will do. Dr. Crowther kept record. Meticulous as always.
What's in there?
The most important thing is probably the landing coordinates. BA 2316.
Noting. 316. Excellent. I'm uploading the data. Starting calibration.
Dr. Gorski has moved away from the research sector to the west.
Ah, that's right. You followed those deposits of metal.
Okay.
Are you looking for the detector?
Yeah, just a sec. Got it.
Please make sure it works.
I don't understand why it wouldn't. It's a rather reliable piece of equipment.
Like everything around, it's already broken.
Touche, sir.
Okay.
Okay, checked. I'm leaving the tent.
Find the rest of the crew. Oh, that sounds so weird.
All right, now for the robot.
It's unresponsive.
Yes, I know. I'm currently trying to establish connection.
Can I help somehow?
You must look for the others, Doctor. I'll take care of this myself. Get the tin head back on its feet remotely. And secure Krauter. I have everything I need. Just...
Is something wrong with the connection, sir?
It's not working. I'm not sure why. There's a relay transmitter in the camp, so the signal should be strong enough.
A relay? Huh.
Yasna, what are you up to?
One sec. I'm looking for it.
What about the rest of the crew?
I know I'm in a hurry, but I should check this place first.
You're gonna make them wait?
Right, the others. We've no time to lose.
Exactly. All right, you tin bastard. One more time.
Map? What?
And once more.
What's happening?
Status? That piece of junk.
What the?
No. No point in going back this way.
What's this? Should I... How do I pull out my mineral detector? Maybe I don't need it yet.
I found the area marked by Dr. Krauter. There's no one around.
What do you think? Can we land the hopper safely here?
I think so. Solid ground. A large flat area. We won't find a better place.
Entry point? Will it be 50 meters?
Yes, it's relatively clean. You can send Hopper, sir.
Okay. So... Do I wait for the hoppers? Or do I just keep going? We know we're gonna keep going. We don't have time to waste. We need to find the doctor. I mean, at this point, what is that? Field flag.
Damn! I seem to have gone too far. I can see the field markings that Dr. Gorski left behind, and haven't found anyone yet.
They all may have left the area as well. But before you move on, make sure to check the whole perimeter.
As long as I'm here, let's see if I can spot someone in the distance.
Right.
Can I go up here? No. Okay, so I'm guessing I should have gone right. I want to see something. Because for some reason... There we go. That's the problem. My frames were capped. And I was like, what is happening? That's a lot better. I mean, That's a lot better. Okay, so I'm guessing he has to be here somewhere. Here.
I've gone over everything in that area.
You've gone over everything in that area. Okay, then let's go this way. I mean, it does look
I'm entering
pretty.
the research area. Clear for now.
Tracker?
Silent. By the way, what did they find here?
Oh, right. You don't remember. A piece of metal sticking out of the ground. Sounds inconspicuous, but in this desert environment, it's a phenomenon. The artifact turned out to be too big to dig up, or to subject to chemical and spectrometric analysis. Dr. Gorski set out to investigate its source, to find some end.
And? Did he?
That I don't know, unfortunately.
It's here. I can see the structure. I'm in the right place.
Understood. Please continue.
Got someone. I'm following the signal.
Hmm.
Huh.
Oh
There's
shit.
something on the ground.
What's this?
It's a journal.
Hmm.
Geological cross-section. Measurements. These are Marit's notes.
We must focus on both water computers and geological drilling.
She must be somewhere close.
Please search the entire area. Thoroughly.
Uh-huh. Okay then. So they dropped that there, so I'm guessing this way? Surely.
The signal's coming from a Castle backpack.
That's concerning.
I'm close, but I can't see her.
Oh, here she is.
She's here. Marit, wake up. Wake up. Do you hear me?
Dr. Merritt?
No. No vital functions.
What's
I
going
need
on?
to. 1, 2, 3. Come on. 1, 2. Nothing. Don't do this to me, Marit. Don't. Please. Live, damn it. Marit. Breathe. I beg you.
Doctor. Yasna.
No.
That's enough. Enough.
Marit. Astrogator. She's.
I know. Doctor. Yasna. We have to find the others.
Please give me a minute.
Of course.
Everything will be fine. All fine. Koval's next.
Yes, I think so. You should be close.
Do you think Koval?
Let's not assume the worst. You'll find it, Doctor. Alive. I'm sure about that.
Someone's here.
Hmm. Oh, here we go.
Oh no.
Yasna, status. Yasna!
He's also... Koval? Don't do this to me. Not... Ah! You're alive! Did you hear that, sir? Koval's alive.
I didn't doubt it for a second, Doctor. What's his current state?
Checking. Parameters normal, yet he's completely unresponsive. Koval? Koval! His eyes are so empty. Just like Krauter's. Koval! What the hell is wrong with you?
Are all the symptoms the same as Dr. Krauter's?
Hmm.
He's calm. Calmer.
Well, at least he's alive. Now listen to me, Yasna. The lander is on its way, but before you get Dr. Koval on board, I want you to do something. Yasna,
I'm listening.
please look around for his journal.
It's everywhere. In pieces.
Not good. Koval was in radio contact with Dr. Gorski.
Taking notes.
That's exactly why it's so important. These notes may help us find our man.
I'll go over them, but it may take a while. Huh.
Have you found it?
No, it's nothing about Dr. Gorski. Found them. Surprisingly accurate. He wrote down Gorski's every step.
Great. Let's get Koval to the evacuation area. Can you carry him, Doctor?
Will be pretty hard in 1G. But the gravity here should make things a tad easier.
Okay. Let's go. Up we go.
Got him.
When you're there, put Dr. Koval in the seat, and I'll connect to the Androbot through the lander's antenna.
Haven't you rebooted yet?
No, not quite. But it will work now.
The lander's already descending.
Please don't explode.
I don't get it. What could have led to all this? Krauter? Our dear Merritt? Now Koval? An unprecedented degradation of equipment, recurring connectivity issues. It all has to be related somehow. On the other hand, how could it be? There's not much on this planet. Some primitive life forms in the ocean, metal deposits in the ground. Although the latter got Dr. Gorski's interest, for some reason.
It's crazy how everything's falling apart here. I don't know. Maybe we're dealing with some kind of anomaly. An atmospheric or magnetic phenomenon.
Wouldn't something like that show on the charts? All those measurements Gorski took?
I remember. Maybe he made a mistake.
Okay, here we go. Up and at 'em. There you go. You're alive. Buckle yourself in.
See you up there. Only Gorski's left. He might have made it quite far.
Agreed. Everything points to it.
I don't know how long I'll be looking for him. It might take hours before I come back.
We also don't know Gorski's condition, nor what he's going through.
It would be best if I followed Gorski right away. But shouldn't I still transfer the others?
No, there's no need. I just regained control of the Androbot, so please leave it to me.
Understood. I'm leaving the excavation site. How did he come down?
Gorski.
I've got Gorski's signal.
So soon? It's unlikely to be him.
Then who? You were correct, sir. It's just our probe. It looks inactive.
Can't be completely broken if he picked up a signal. I'd say it's running in safe mode. Please try to power it on.
Do we have time for this?
It's for a good reason, Doctor. The probe could prove useful in the search. And besides, you'll see.
Okay. I'm opening the probe. Turning the systems on.
No, stop. Wait for my instructions. There's a button on the left side of the fuse box. Hold it, and then turn the dial again. Now go ahead.
Slide records?
Correct.
I didn't know we had access to them.
You couldn't have known. This is not standard procedure. But as they say, extremis malis, extrema remedia.
Let's take a look.
What the fish? We caught a fish.
A photo of the first days on the surface. They started exploring the littoral zone almost immediately.
They reported as much. Wasn't until the fourth day the comms failed.
I recognize these structures. This is where they began to dig. Hours passed. 3 crew members are still there. Dr. Gorski must have left already.
We lost contact shortly thereafter.
The probe followed him, and he followed the detector's readings.
Going after those metal structures.
Yes, that's what I meant.
What's next?
Last slide. There's mostly noise.
Nothing in particular stands out to you, Doctor. They were digging and suddenly, poof! People are dead?
No need to shout, Astrogator. I'm just letting you know what I see. That's all. Hang on. An absurdly high electromagnetic field reading.
That's something. Sort of. What are the earlier readings?
Checking. Still high in the slide just before. And earlier, quite normal.
Okay. So we are trying to see where it spiked. We caught the fish, they found the site, they started digging, still fine. Started going higher. Just a little bit more and
It happened in
boom.
a matter of seconds. But there's nothing except dunes. Sand, a few rocks, a shadow.
Shadow?
Another sandstorm, I guess.
All right, Doctor. Let's move on. You may turn on the fuses now. We'll take the probe with us.
Hey, hello.
Good. I've got it on my radar. Now I can give commands to the probe. And? What do you see? Is it working correctly?
if you run it on manual steering, sir, then it works just fine.
That's exactly what I'm doing. You have a keen eye. I'll put it in auto mode. From now on, it will follow you, Doctor.
Oh, it'd be nice to have some company. I mean, apart from yours, sir.
1 second. That's odd. There's no data in the probe's memory. No ID, no nothing. Do you want to give it a new ID? Name it, basically. After all, it'll be with you for a while. So, what's it going to be?
Huh. A name for the teleprobe. All right. I can think of something.
Copy that. I'm listening.
Bolly. Huh?
Please enter Bull E. B-A-L-L-E.
Done. Now, a few more tweaks, and you'll have a flying measurement center at your disposal.
Hi, Bolly. So where's the doctor? Look at those patterns, bro. What is that? Can I even go past here? Can I go down here? Oh, I can. Can't. Ah, let's go down. Telling you he went to that cave. Come on, Bolly. Let's go. I think Luna would have been a better name, but it's okay. You're Bolly.
I don't see these metal structures anywhere. The detector's measurement is very clear. I'm going straight on.
No crossroads? Branches?
Not yet. Just one thick, tangled vein.
Whoa. Oh, this mineral detector is cool. So obviously he followed the vein, so we're gonna follow the vein. Nice. Following the vein. Hey, Bolly. This looks so trippy.
The probe detected something.
I see that in the readings. What is it exactly?
Well, the structure from the notes, it fits the description perfectly. Well done, Bully. I knew I could count on you.
Well, we didn't bring it to the surface for no reason. Even in the first stage procedure.
And now I'm going to apply for my own.
As soon as you find Dr. Gorski, I'll see to it myself. All right, how about that point? What does it look like? What caught the doctor's attention?
It looks like some kind of organic formation. A root system? Maybe these structures have the ability to expand. Somehow.
Shouldn't they be organic then?
Ah. That's the problem. They look organic, but they're not. The next point, the third one, is a metal bundle running along the bottom of some water reservoir.
Interesting. An object as such should be easy to locate.
I mean, surely. Let me see. If I pull out the map. Come on. Yeah, I'm going the right direction. Let's go. No, not that. I want the detector. Come on, Bolly. Let's go. Another vein. I mean, this looks so cool, though. Let's go. Oh. Oh, right. In which voice is he? Rocketeer Madness? Yeah. Yo! Hello?
Water was mentioned in the note, around the third point, and I have a matching object here.
All right. So how many are left?
2 points, or at least that's what he told Koval. What he did next, it's hard to assess.
Well, the battery and the detector last for only a few hours, so he couldn't have gone much further.
So he went through the water. Traces of shoes.
Gotcha. I found his tracks. Finally, some tangible evidence that he was going this way.
Good. And it's downhill all the way, Doctor.
I wouldn't be so sure, Astrogator. The next point is at a height of approximately 100 meters. Definitely uphill. I think we have the fourth point.
Yo. It's actually insane. Look at that. Lava. I mean, okay.
The structures undergo noticeable changes here. If it keeps growing at this rate, I don't know what I'll find at the end.
What kind of growth are you talking about, Doctor? Depth, width, complexity level?
In every aspect.
Interesting. Do you think these veins lead somewhere? To something?
I'm leaning more and more towards that conclusion. But I can't tell what we might expect at the end, if it ends at all.
I think they're using the planet as a cover-up for a robot city. That's what I think. Oh wow, that's gorgeous. Look at that. I mean, there is something going that way, but I feel we need to go up, right? I'm sure we need to go up, because this big structure is here. Let's go up. And yeet our way forward.
Three, two, one.
The land is departing.
Yes, they're on their way.
Nice.
What's the plan for the second flight? The same place?
That would work best. Certain, proven. When you and Dr. Gorski come back, I'll send the lander right away.
I've reached the top. The doctor discovers something new from here. Something he called bushes.
Huh. I've heard that term before.
In their conversations between Koval and Gorski.
No, Jasna. You're the one who reported it to me. Right after you landed.
Seriously? Well, I don't see anything like it now, sir. Wait. Koval noted down the parameters. Azimuth 350. Distance 200 meters.
Copy that. I'm sending the probe.
Got it. I see the bushes.
And the doctor?
Hard to tell. Visibility is poor. It's going to be harder than before. I don't know how the doctor...
When it comes to finding a safe route, there won't be a problem. But you'll have to get there on your own 2 feet.
I suppose the probe will carry out the first task. It's capable yet?
Of course. I set the environment analysis mode. The probe will calculate the best route between your location and your destination. It'll...
Hi, Bully. Lead the way. I must say, it's a clever device, this probe of ours. Hey, can it fly for this long?
Yes. Longer than you can stand on your feet.
Sounds like the perfect research unit. Maybe even better than a human.
Well, let's not exaggerate.
I don't know. For me, it's only a matter of time before machines surpass their creators. The only question is when.
Where are we going? Oh. Wait.
Oh, we have a problem.
Something serious?
Huh. Maybe it's true that machines will surpass us, but not today. The route determined by the algorithm goes over a chasm.
I can repeat the command.
No. I'll go around.
Unfortunately, this is an outdated model. Such mistakes are inevitable. But the perception module itself has already been greatly improved. Its accuracy increases exponentially.
Exponentially? Can you imagine us, proteinaceous creatures, developing so quickly, sir?
No, not in the course of evolution. You can't perfect a person like that.
That's right, you can't. We wait thousands of years for visible changes.
Have you started to fear for your position?
Well, everything indicates that the clear distinction between humans and robots will soon disappear.
And then what?
We won't be limited by our own abilities. Robots will excel in areas where we either cannot or do not want to surpass them. To put it bluntly, they will do the dirty work for us.
And we'll just sit in the warm privacy of a laboratory? Send them to the other side of the universe?
Yeah, that's one example.
Well, I don't know.
These bushes are kind of weird.
You better stay away, Doctor. I'd like a brief description. Just keep a distance.
Allow me to use the language I would use to describe living forms, sir.
Of course.
So they look like pituitary, brush-like formations. They're high, more or less, from 1 to several meters. They grow out of cracks in the bare rock. They can be singular, though in some locations they create a uniform thicket that covers the walls of the ravine in a rusty brush-like layer. That's how it looks, to put it briefly.
Would you also venture to guess their significance? Some function, purpose?
Looking at the amount of sharp ends and edges, they're rigid. Probably a very hard structure. Not to mention...
Yes?
These bushes must serve a defensive function.
Defensive? Against what?
Good question. I don't see anything they could compete with. No potential predator on the surface or in the air. So, maybe it's something underground.
Yes, maybe.
Astrogator, Gorski's not...
Proper stop. I'm going. Doctor.
The line's breaking up, but I understood. I'll let you know, sir, when I come out of the tunnel.
Okay.
Altitude 24,000. Speed 250. Going smoothly, Hopper?
This is probably when I first came here.
Already at 12,000. Throttle down. 30
Hopper has landed, I repeat. Astrogator, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Any side effects? Landing wasn't too hard on you?
All good. Spine still in one piece. No signs of overstrain. Not even shortness of breath.
Perfect. Hopefully the hike to camp goes just as smoothly.
I'm going outside.
Visibility?
100%. The dust has already settled.
Okay.
I've located the second lander. Our people are still on this planet.
Ah, very good. I was afraid they might try to fly off.
Sir, something's wrong.
What is it?
The hatch is half open. Did they report hydraulics failure?
How should I know? You were the last person in contact with the crew, Doctor.
Right. I'm inside.
And? How is it?
Even if they wanted to, they couldn't go back to Dragonfly. Their lander looks damaged, to put it mildly. Or more accurately, it seems like a storm has passed through it.
Understood. I mean, I don't understand how it happened. But that means...
Hopper is the only vehicle that can take us home. Affirmative.
Right. Well, then we can't afford another mistake. I'm taking the lander into orbit. I'll send it directly to the camp as soon as we find a suitable landing zone.
Astrogator, I don't know what we expected. Coming here at the end of our expedition. The equipment is barely working. If it works at all. And you, sir. You barely escaped alive. Okay, I admit that we have a very successful campaign behind us. But I feel like we've used up all our luck. And now, we're asking for trouble. It's just one planet too many for us.
Which doesn't change the fact we're here. Let's focus on completing this mission. There won't be another.
Where does this certainty come from, Astrogator? HQ can send us as many
What?
directives as they please.
That's
Justified or not.
gorgeous.
I won't let that happen. We have the imprimis homini law to refer to. The Commonwealth cannot achieve its goals at the expense of the people. At the expense of my crew.
But isn't that exactly what's happening? The situation is bad, Astrogator. Though it wasn't much better at the beginning of the mission. Whoever
Holy moly.
about our safety at all.
Enough! Please don't put me in an even more difficult position. Rejecting a new mission and questioning the validity of the current one are two different issues. And you're one step away from disciplinary action, Doctor.
Oh shit.
Copy that. Over and out. Whoa. Damn. You were right, Cobble. It's beautiful here.
It's gorgeous. Look at that.
I have an object in sight. This is where they searched the ocean's biocenosis.
Meaning... Oh, where they caught that fish, right?
Yeah. They stopped here first, then walked along the coastline northward.
Correct. But I think you might consider taking a shortcut towards the east, straight to the camp.
Copy that. Heading east. They stopped for a break.
How do you know? Are there any signs of the crew?
I found a cigarette butt and a pack. Someone was smoking here,
So, they didn't give a damn about the regulations.
disrupting the ecosystem.
That's not the point. I understand you want to minimize the effects of our interference here, Doctor, but the mission's safety is at stake. I don't think I have to explain to you the dangers of igniting a dusty atmosphere. Preserving the integrity of Regis 3's already extinct ecosystem is not a priority in this scenario. Negligible, actually.
That's true. It's just, apart from keeping our crew safe... Excuse my interruption, sir. Can you please confirm that I'm on the correct route?
Yes, I confirm. This rate will reach the camp within an hour. So, continuing. That's completely understandable, Doctor. However, we must focus on the mission. It has the highest priority, always.
Forgive me, but this route may be faster, but it's not the easiest. Anyway, back to our conversation. We should explore other worlds, while keeping our own interference to a minimum, whether in the solar system, in the far reaches of the Milky Way, or in a completely different galaxy.
I've heard a thing or two about galactocentrism. Do not meddle in other non-human matters. Seize the void, but do not attack that which has developed its own equilibrium over millions of years. Do not consider anything other than human as either better or worse.
Jimmy, so yeah.
But no one will be satisfied with a void, or someone else's well-being. In my opinion, this is an idealized doctrine of sight.
What is this?
Oh, the bushes again.
I found a peculiar inorganic structure. It looks like some spiky metal growths.
Artificial plants? Is spontaneous growth possible with this type of structure?
I've never seen anything like this. I wish I had time to run some tests.
When the situation is...
Okay.
I feel nauseous. Suddenly. That's not it. I feel darkness.
Ow. I mean, do I go around it? Okay, well, now we know when I got you. Where am I? Hello, probe. I mean... Okay. This way.
Are you there? Over. I guess that's a no. What's going on, sir? Astrogator?
Dr. Yasna. I tried to resuscitate him, but...
No, please. Koval?
Dr. Krauter.
How? There was nothing wrong with him.
Hypovolemic shock. He bled out during the flight.
I still don't understand. He wasn't hurt.
His injuries must have occurred later. I found him like this when I entered Hopper.
I can't believe it. It was that damn robot. He must have dropped the doctor. Killed him.
No, Yasna, I, as commander, misjudged the situation. Everything indicates that the doctor had an accident after he left the camp on his own. I should have known he was endangering himself.
Guess I know where Gorski was going. I confirm, Gorski was here. His rope is still hanging from the slope.
That's a good sign. Since he left it, he intends to come back this way.
Why hasn't he yet? Going down after him. Tell me one thing, sir. What did you do with Crafter's body?
I placed him in a cryo chamber.
Are you going to use a grave tap?
Yes, I'm considering that as a... Just a report.
One sec. Oh, I'm at the end of the rope.
Isn't that good?
Not at all.
What do you mean?
I'm stuck. I'm hanging with all my weight on the rope, away from the wall. There's still a fair few meters left to the ground.
Can you go back?
Using just my hands, strapped with all this extra weight? No, not a chance.
What if you sway?
Hold it.
No good. I can't reach anything.
Any other ideas?
I can just jump off.
Is that safe?
I think it is.
You think? You shouldn't base your safety on assumptions.
I am well aware of the risks. Back and rib injuries. Possible, though less likely, damage to organs within the chest. Swelling around the joints. And subcutaneous hematomas. That's for sure. But my professional opinion is... I'll make it through.
Can't say you reassured me, but I applaud your composure, Doctor.
I'm thinking, if Gorski went down this way and didn't break anything...
Yeah, we don't know that, Yasna.
His footsteps, bro.
Even with injuries.
Well, I'm not hanging here forever, if we still haven't come up with anything.
There is a certain possibility, or rather uncertain, but maybe it's worth trying.
Astrogator, as much as I love complex analysis, I'm really sick of all this hanging.
Of course. Can you see the probe?
Yeah.
Yes. It's flying near me.
Good. If I instructed it to fly as close as possible to you, you could grab onto it.
You sure it will hold me?
That I cannot guarantee.
All right. Let's give it a try.
I'm entering the instruction. You must guide me.
2 meters forward. Stop, that's enough.
You have a really good eye. Exactly 2 meters. Is the maneuver complete?
You could say so. I fell from a lower height. It was a soft landing, though.
We had our last contact with
Yo.
Regis a few minutes after noon. Even then, Dr. Gorski was walking alone. Communications blew up shortly before he got here. He didn't take a tent. Anyway, what's the idea of doing it alone?
This place.
Yes?
It's all made up of these structures. Except they don't look like creations of nature anymore.
Maybe that's why Dr. Gorski, not to mention the Alliance.
Well, If we're looking for something on this planet, this could be it. These structures form entire multi-story complexes. They look like a city.
Called it.
Are you saying that
No. There's no point in jumping to conclusions yet. Left or right? Dr. Gorski set up the flags.
Sir, he kept going, despite the lack of communication with the rest.
You'd have to see it with your own eyes, sir. This place. Gorski may have lost. I can't even see the bottom.
The structures go that deep.
Yes. I dread to think. What if Dr. Gorski fell down there?
I took that into account when calibrating the probe. It will examine the bottom. I'll let you know if... Fine. 2 more hours.
Huh?
That's all Gorski has left of oxygen, at best.
And at worst?
He's just finishing it up. Though it all depends on his activity.
If I remember correctly, the atmosphere here is breathable.
Basically, yes. Dr. Krauter, however, warned that the methane content...
I know. But the effects won't be immediate. That gives us a few extra hours. I see the probe. Has it found anything?
It's not making any measurements.
Oh. It's a bit like Pando.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about, Doctor.
A colony of populous tremoloids. American aspen. The new trees grow not from seeds, but from root suckers of old trees. As a result, it's one giant organism, thousands of years old.
So you're in a dead metal forest?
That does sound bizarre. So maybe.
Okay. We play to the next save.
I have a lead. His footsteps.
Finally.
Okay, guys, we're gonna leave it out here for today. We can continue.